Hello from One Marine Portugal, I'm Tiffany and today I want to show you around one of our latest listings. We're here in the gorgeous Villa Mora Marina, which is located central Algarve, and we're going to take a look at a 2019 TT Invictus 280. So this is the boat behind me. Gorgeous, stunning, really cool designed boat, very sleek. It's in the attack grey hull colour, which is potentially the coolest boat colour I've ever heard of. Lovely big transom at the back here, and we'll take a little bit of a further look at that now. So we step across. The GRP here is all anti-slip and it's done in this lovely grey that matches the silver hull, which reflects the water beautifully. You've got the diesel fill up on that side as well as shore power hookup. Under here, transom ladder. So this lifts up, ladder folds down. It's telescopic, so that folds down into the water and then folds back up to save loads of space here on the transom. Behind me is the sun pad, and this is really clever. So this section actually extends. So we remove the seat here from the cockpit seating, pull this bolster forward, and then this slips really easily into here. And then you've got that extended sun pad, and that's huge. So you've got that wide area, two people can easily fit on there, and it's really comfortable. The cushioning is lovely. It's all waterproof, so when you're going out at sea there's no danger of that. And then you've got this lovely wide entrance as well, so when you are coming on and off of the transom, you don't have to climb all over your lovely upholstery. You just walk straight through that area. And there's also a shower located just into here, which again, for practicality, is fantastic. If you're going swimming, jet skiing and water sports, you can wash yourself off there, get all the salt off without dragging it through your lovely boat. Let's take a look in the actual cockpit. Now moving on into the actual main cockpit area, you've got this lovely L-shaped seat here. So the back of this section forms part of the extended sun pad, and it's a really high backed, comfortable area, so you can spend hours here with your friends and family socialising very easily. Loads of storage built into this boat, so in the actual flooring section, in the entrance to the cockpit, we've got a self-draining locker built into here. So for your ropes, for your fenders, all of those kind of bits, they're going to fit in there easily. And then another really big locker built into here. So this is massive. It extends past where the actual opening is, so you're going to fit loads of additional items in there as well. And then this is the wet bar. So this section lifts up on a hydraulic arm, so the weight's taken out of it and it also holds this lid open. You've got electric cooling unit in here, so this is also self-draining, so if you fill that up with drinks it's going to keep them lovely and cool, but it's also going to drain out any condensation from that area too. And then a stainless steel sink in there as well, and extra storage underneath. And then another drawer style refrigerator. This is a Dometic. It's located over on the starboard side under the seat, so just extra room to keep your food and your drinks cool. The lovely T-top fitted here. And this is a really crucial part of the boat, I feel. So especially if you are in sunnier climates, if you're using this boat, you don't really want to be exposed to the sun all day long. You've got this really well placed area that sits over the pilot and co-pilot seats, as well as extending back into the actual cockpit here. It's lit as well, so strip lighting running all along the way of this, so that, when it's getting towards dusk and things like that, it's going to look really cool and create a nice atmosphere. Another thing we should point out is the side decks. So this has got teak inlay running from the back all the way to the front and to the anchor locker at the front there, and these elliptical handrails, so stainless steel and moulded really to fit the hand, so they're practical but also just look really nice, fit the style of the boat beautifully. And then let's move up towards the pilot seats. So these again are on hydraulic arms, so these fall back. You've got the bolster cushions here, so you've got the option to have these up or down. Up gives you the option to just sit a little bit higher, so from my seated position here I can see right the way over the windscreen, which is going to give great visibility. Visibility on this boat is plentiful anyway, so you can see every single corner. There's no real aspect of this boat you can't see from this pilot position. It's got a decent amount of spec, so you've got your normal gauges and voltmeters and trim gauges and bits like that, but you've also got your Lenco trim tabs and a bow thruster built into there. I feel generally bow thruster on any boat is fantastic, but on this size of boat, which is easily manoeuvrable anyway, bow thruster is just going to take all of the work out of mooring for you. And all of the other normal gauges in here, so bilge pumps, fresh water pump, anchor winch, horn, and then your sound system is controlled through there, and you've got cockpit speakers built all around this boat, so the sound system is going to sound really nice and create a great atmosphere when you're on here with your friends and your family. So this is now probably the most practical feature of this Invictus TT280, and it's the day heads. So generally, if you're out for quite a few hours with your friends and your family, this is going to play an important role. You have got an electric WC in here, as well as hook up to black water tank, and it's a really nice light area, and despite the fact it's a day head on a boat of this size, it's got loads of headroom. I mean, I'm standing in here at full height, so you're going to have no issues with space in this area. But let's have a look at the bow of the boat. Now let's take a look at the bow of the boat. So you'll notice it's got a really wide side deck on this boat, and because of the centre helm position, that's on both sides. So it makes it much more easy to hop from one space to another, as well as still being able to make conversations between the back and the front of the boat when you're stopped at anchor. It's a very social concept. Let's take a look then at the seats. So you've got this U-shaped seating area, again lovely high backed seats here. The table fits into this section, a teak top table, and that also will go into the back if needed as well. Cup holders built into each side, and then this really lovely seat which is at the direct front of the helm position. So when you're sat in here, you can stare out of the front and basically watch where you're going as you're going along. You can feel the wind in your hair and see the waves coming past you. It's gorgeous. And then under here is a really useful storage locker. So big storage locker, we've got a life vest in there at the minute. Very practical, loads and loads of space on this boat for storage. And then at the very front is the anchor locker. So this has got 40-metre chain, electric anchor, really useful spring system, so when you pop that up, that's going to hold it in place. Anchor is stainless steel, and you've also got two controls there for putting the anchor up and down, as well as in the actual helm position. The actual top of this locker is teak topped, so the teak from the side decks extends all the way up to here and onto this section, and it's got the silver inlay which matches really well with the attack grey hull and the grey GRP in this centre section as well. It all ties in really lovely together, and then match that with the stainless steel grab rails as well as stainless steel deck cleats along there. It all looks just like it was made perfectly for each other and complements the design and the colour scheme of this boat beautifully. But let's take a look at one of the most important aspects of this boat, and that's the engine. We're here in the powerhouse of this Invictus, the engine bay. So she's fitted with the Mercury 3 litre, 270 horsepower V6 engine, and these Mercuries are really renowned for the technological advances they've come up with diesel engines. They're lightweight, they're quiet, and they give fantastic performance. This particular boat's going to do about 32 knots top speed, which is more than enough. And then as well as the actual engine, which gives you great access for your maintenance, your weed strainers, your oil checks, everything right there, you've also got easy access to all the rest of your mechanical bits. So you've got your water tank, your black water tank, you've got your battery charger, batteries on each side, bilge blowers fitted just in front of the engine. They actually kick in automatically with the ignition. Automatic fire extinguisher at the back there, and everything's super easy access. It's fitted on this hydraulic arm, so this lifts up, stops there, so you don't have to worry about that coming back down, and then put it down when you're finished, and it's underneath the seating of this aft cockpit. And there it is. Thank you for joining us today on our broker tour of this Invictus TT280. Really hope you've enjoyed and found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments section and we'll be sure to answer them. And more than anything, thanks for watching, and be sure to check our YouTube regularly, subscribe, and we put out regular walkthrough videos of all of our listed boats.